Banks working on the SpaceX IPO have to subscribe to Grok? Ireland is testing out a digital wallet that conducts age verification for social media users. And an Italian court ruled Netflix has to refund its customers for price hikes dating back to 2017. It's Monday, April 6th, and here's a quick look at tech news this morning from Engadget. Cutthroat capitalism sure does bring out the best in humanity, right? Take, for example, Elon Musk. He reportedly set a condition for banks, law firms, auditors, and advisors who want to work on the SpaceX IPO. They are required to subscribe to the bastion of non-consensual deepfakes and occasional Hitler praise known as Grok. Surely the best and brightest banks our nation has to offer would refuse such a pay-to-play demand, right? No. The New York Times reported that some of them have agreed to spend tens of millions of dollars on Grok. Those financial institutions are said to already be integrating the chatbot into their IT systems. The Times sources say this was not a no-strings request. Rather, Musk insisted they subscribe to Grok as part of the privilege of working on SpaceX's IPO. He also reportedly asked the banks to advertise on X, but was less firm about that. See, he's a flexible, easygoing guy at heart. 5 banks are expected to work on the IPO. There's Bank of America, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, and Morgan Stanley. Meanwhile, the law firms Gibson Dunn and Davis Polk are said to be advising. We can probably assume that all of them are currently installing Grok on their internal systems. Good times. Now, SpaceX's IPO filed confidentially earlier this week and is expected to raise over $50 billion and value the company at over $1 trillion, with banks set to rake in over $500 million from their work on the deal. Perhaps paying for Grok, despite its myriad issues, seemed a small price to pay. See, just outstanding people doing upstanding things in the good old US of A. Before it's publicly available later on this year, the Irish government is trialing its government digital wallet, which includes a way to verify a user's age to access social media platforms. In its press release, the government's Department of Public Expenditure, Infrastructure, Public Service Reform, and Digitalization said people can store digital versions of their birth certificates, licenses, European health cards, and more. The department's minister said that this testing phase would help inform the development of the digital wallet and ensure it was user-friendly. The government hasn't laid out when the government digital wallet graduates beyond the testing phase, but Ireland is required to create a digital wallet by the end of this year as part of a European Union regulation. The pilot phase will be done on an opt-in basis, and the government has a short survey available for comments and concerns. Along with Ireland, many other European Union member states are working on their own age verification methods. Earlier this year, Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez announced a law to ban social media for anyone under 16. Instead of raising prices again, Netflix may have to lower its subscription costs in Italy. A court in Rome recently ruled that Netflix owed its Italian users a refund for price hikes between 2017 and January 2024 and a reduction to previous subscription costs. On top of the refunds, Netflix Italia would have to inform its affected subscribers of their right to a refund. The lawsuit was originally filed by a consumer rights organization based in Rome. That group's president said in a press release that more than 25,000 Netflix users have complained to the organization that they are not satisfied with the price increases over the years. According to the lawyers representing the consumers, premium subscribers are entitled to a refund of roughly €500, while standard tier customers should get back about €250. The group's president also said that if Netflix does not immediately reduce prices and refund its customers, the consumer rights organization would pursue a class action lawsuit to recover funds. A Netflix spokesperson told Reuters that it would appeal the Italian court's ruling, adding that the company takes consumer rights very seriously and believe the company's terms have always complied with Italian laws and practice. On the other side of the world, Netflix again raised prices for its U.S. customers, this time across all of its subscription tiers. Thanks for listening. There's more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Will Shanklin and Jackson Chen. Enjoy your day. I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.